Hello. This video is going to show you how to combine individual PDFs into one big PDF document so that you can submit all of your supplemental documentation for your ABFO application. So we're going to start again with our folder labeled ABFO application. Again, I recommend that you go ahead and create one of these once you start doing casework. That way you can be plugging in things to the appropriate place. Inside this folder, I have another folder entitled Supplemental Documents. If I open that up, you will see that I am breaking down into the categories of different supplemental documents that I know I will need. I know I will need meeting attendance documents. I know I will need meeting participation documents. I know I'll need continuing education, autopsies, all these different things that are going to have supplemental documentation for your ABFO application. For more detailed breakdown on that, see some of the other videos on this YouTube channel or the breakdown in the ABFO Diplomate Reference Manual, or the DRM as we call it. So once you get ready to actually apply to take the ABFO board exam, you're going to need to submit an application. And part of that is going to be providing supplemental documents proving that you have done all of the things you have claimed you did to meet the requirements. So the certification and examination committee would like to have all of this in one PDF. Well, actually a couple of different PDFs, and you'll see the breakdown on that in the spreadsheet that you will be submitting. This video is solely to show you how to combine individual documents. So the easiest way to show you this is going to go to my meeting attendance. Every time you attend a meeting, you should be getting an attendance certificate. So for example, I attended the ASFO meeting in 2020. I got an attendance certificate. You're going to need to make sure you have a digital copy of that for your ABFO application. So scan that in as a PDF, save it under a title that makes sense. So this is my 2020, that's my last name, ASFO attendance certificate. You'll notice that I have one for the next 3 years. Again, the DRM as well as my other videos will tell you the certain types of documentation you need for the various requirements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to combine these four into a single document, and then you would just continue to add into that document all the other additional supplemental documentation. So let's start with this first one, the 2020 attendance certificate. So I'm going to open that up. Your Adobe PDF software should look something similar to this. And if you will notice over here on the right-hand side, we should have some icons. And you should notice that there is an icon here for add, delete, or go to a specific page. If you click on that, it's going to open up this little frame here. And then this little page with a plus sign, if you click on that, it's going to bring up your window for you to find something else to add to this. So if I go to my ABFO application folder, which is on my desktop, I go into my supplemental documentation. I want to add my next meeting attendance. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select the 2021, and I'm going to click open. It's going to ask me where do I want that to be inserted. I want it to be inserted after page 1 that's already in there. It says after. I'm going to click OK. Now you will notice we now have a 2-page document with the first page being the 2020 meeting attendance page, and with the second page being the 2021. So let's add another page. You still have this frame open here. You're going to click that little page with the plus sign. I want to add this 2022. I'm going to click open. I want it to go after page 2. I'm going to click OK. And now I have these 3 pages in here. Let's go ahead and add the 4th one. Click your 4th certificate. Click open. It's going to go after. And that is basically how you combine individual PDF files into one big PDF. Now, the critical part of this is once you get all of your files into your main single PDF, you need to remember to save that. So come up here to Menu, click Save As, then you're going to go to wherever you need to go on your computer. I'm going to go into my ABFO application, and you're going to be saving it as one of these kind of names here. I already have mine saved, just to show you a previous video. So, but let's call it 2025. We're going to act like I was applying last year. This is going to be my section 2A supporting documents for ABFO application. So you can go ahead and save that. Then, okay, let's say you did your meeting participations, but it's a little while later before you get something else you need to put in there. You can close out of this. We'll act like we haven't been in it. We're going to go back to our ABFO application document, bring up our 2025 supporting section 2A supporting documents. You'll notice there's only 4 things in there. Say, all right, I have now gotten my participation documents. So we're going to go back over here to our little add a page icon. It's going to bring up this window. Click the page with the plus sign. I'm going to go into my supporting documents. Here's my meeting participation. And now I'm going to open this up. I want it to go after page 4 of 4. And now we see that after page 4, I now have my meeting participation stuff. So where I am listed as a presenter. So this is how you would continue to add in all of those supplemental documents into one big PDF. Don't forget, anytime you add a page of something, be sure to save that. So hopefully that helps those of you out who have never combined PDFs before know how to do so that you can properly submit your application to the ABFO.